Is every lawyer intelligent?
Okay.
So phobia no so obia wunyansa.
Because the wisdom comes from God.
Okay.
Yeah, their wisdom comes from God Himself.
Okay.
You cannot
but
question.
It's into so phobia so the free nyankopon.
Yeah, they are called men of God, so we assume that they are all,
yeah. Openi no tra Ogusu Eka board of directors no.
No, he never ever.
So no, and so not doing so.
No.
Not doing so.
No, he believed in the project, but people were talking too much.
All right.
At the time of the appointment, no one was talking because no scandal has emerged.
So maybe someone like me started from the very beginning. Me to be very frank, if they were saying when he was saying Jeremiah and those things, I knew we were talking about somebody like me because we are criticizing it from day one. There was no way there's no way I will ever support the National Cathedral. Never. I don't have a problem with churches coming together and saying we want to build a big place of worship that we can all converge in, we can all use.
Non-denominational.
I don't have a problem. But the very first problem I have is President Akufo-Addo telling me that he and God interacted. I don't doubt that God can talk to President Akufo-Addo. But during the interaction, President didn't tell Akufo-Addo that learn how to forgive. Learn how to love people above yourself. Because Akufo-Addo, the next moment came down to close down this station. I don't believe he believes in God in the first place. Because one, he is wicked. That one, I don't believe that. So if that person comes to tell me that he and God have interacted me, I won't believe that today, tomorrow, or the next day after. Because based on what I have suffered at his hands, no, not my thinking. So that one there, from that day, Akufo-Addo say that he then God interact. No, I didn't believe it. That one day, I didn't believe it from day one. Even if the end, then God is between the two of them. I don't know anything about that thing. Anyway, a couple of you have also been sharing your thoughts. Good morning to everyone. That is Michael Nia just says what he needs to come and say now. I supported this project because I believed it was genuine and will serve God's people. Now that serious concerns have come to light, I cannot continue supporting it until the truth is established. God's work must be built on truth. Senna, you see how some pastors have behaved in Ghana. That's why Ghanaians are suffering. Watching you live from Switzerland. Then there's Dr. Ambrose Kobnamen Shao says, and I believe Sami Gemfi must, as a matter of agency, on the other issue, report the alleged Afenimaki attempt to Iyoko, BNI, etc. for further investigation and prosecution. Extortion is a criminal conduct that must not be shielded. Afenimaki said if you talk like that, he will sue you. There's also Los Angeles. So beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, etc., this is the end results. Then there's call wisdom. Good morning to Lawrence Bar. Please, is the law of causing financial loss to the state still in our statutory books? Then Attorney General should go into this so-called National Cathedral because some pastors chop money from that profligate project too. Look at the bungalows and offices which were demolished to create this expensive hole. God bless Radio Gold. Good morning to you. Parikem Getiali says, thank you, Nancy. Afekuku Sapo was shouting more fire, Nancy, whilst I was trying to douse the fire. Then Eric says, my take on this matter is all that went on with Capital Bank. In a developed or functioning country, this man would have been, so you feel he should have been in jail for his role in the collapse of the bank. There's also Talib, who says this is a deliberate attempt to silence the government on its quest for accountability, which Otabo knew very well will strike most men of God who are accomplices according to the audit report which the AG is working on for prosecution. There's Kwame Odomanti. The good thing God did for Ghana is not to allow this cathedral to be built because he says it was meant for gay marriage. Kusi Anthony says, sometimes I didn't understand why Nana Akufo-Addo he kept quiet, but John Mahama administration, I don't even understand what you're rating. There's Aaron Asai is joining us. I don't wait for the jocular. The one is have to come and see it yourself. Brian too, you have to come and see whatever you wrote yourself. The Lawson guy, is it the same one who was preaching some years back on the station? What a fallacy. Somebody made his own promise to his own God. Please don't involve us. Good morning to Patrick, Lamin, Talib, and there's also Julian. This says, Fosana, it's clear that this man calling himself man of God is not thinking about the development of Ghana. He's only using Jah's name to fill his pocket. Calling those who want to move this country for a small-minded people is sad. Julian said that from Kwando. Kofi Eselfe is joining us. Isaac Avaga says, between Nanado and King David, who is more righteous? If God told David he was not the one to build a temple, then who is Nanado to build a cathedral for God? Monkeys play by says that's Isaac Israel. Israel has gone to the Bible and been comparing two people. Vincent Kinsolbedi says, Mr. Senna, I second your ideas that someone from road engineers have to explain these issues of potholes around traffic lights, because it is not so here in Europe. Great. Isaac Avagan said the problem at DC junction is mainly due to the volume of water that floods the junction whenever it rains. Tanko Bakar Agnes Abuaji, the Samadu Tayo Hassan. I think it's because much usage of the brake causing the potholes. I think it's because of much usage of brake causing the potholes and speed ramps and traffic areas. Madu, I'm not so clear on that means. Kobla says it starts from Malam Junction to the Makati Hill traffic lights. The road is very, very bad. Why? So there's also the extortion matter, which a lot of you are talking about. Two things have happened. There's a petition under the name of my two friends who are missing. Anyway, my two very good friends, Solomon Owusu and Andrew Apia Dankwa, who are asking for an investigation. Then there's also Afenimake himself, who has issued a statement. And at the end of the statement says that he intends to pursue, go to the necessary forum to get this matter of extortion addressed. So those will come back.
Was that after?
That position has changed.
Was that
Hey.
after
no, that's
he
recent.
said?
It's recent.
No.
It's recent.
Was
First-
after he said he's
First, the
now Jesus
statement,
Christ?
which contemplated legal action. Then last night he had an interview where he said,
He's Jesus Christ.
you see how even Jesus Christ, when he was
Christ,
accused, he was quiet. So the position has changed within 24 hours.
No, so was the statement before the press statement before the interview?
Yes, the press statement was Saturday evening.
Oh, okay.
The interview was yesterday evening.
Ah. But how?
How? We are not in his head.
No,
That should tell you.
no. Because me, I believe in that press statement.
Okay, so
I was hoping
okay.
to see action.
You have faith in the press statement.
Yeah.
The press,
And I wanted to call him and tell him that, leader, go ahead,
Abi,
take action.
the accuser himself has already advised him to take legal action.
So I was going to call him and say, leader, you take. I like the press statement. Take action.
The press statement was
So
rushed.
I thought.
I'm sure he was advised to not attempt it. If not, it will
Oh.
backfire.
So I thought the interview was before the press statement.
Check the date. The interview happened last night. The press statement was on Saturday
Oh
evening.
really?
The interview was
Yesterday evening.
Eh.
when he
Oh, but
became
leader, why?
when he became Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because this statement is clear.
I'm disappointed.
Straightforward statement.
This one, I am interested. It's long. Okay. Do you have it?
I
Nancy?
don't have it. I don't have it.
Says, over the past week, all manner of insults and personal attacks have been directed at me. Okay, so first, let's put this into context. What are we discussing? We are discussing the matter of gold board as raised by the
Oh.
minority. The minority has picked.
You are disappointed.
The minority has picked a portion of a report issued by the IMF, where they are talking about the Gold for Reserves program. So what do we do under the Gold for Reserves program? Under the Gold for Reserves program, the Bank of Ghana gives money. Okay, the Bank of Ghana. So let's say the Bank of Ghana basically contracts the gold board to go and buy gold for them on the markets. Okay. Then when they buy the gold, they bring it to the Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
The Bank of Ghana will sell it. The foreign exchange they will get, they use it to show up, put it on reserves to show up our city.
Yeah.
So it's one of the reasons why you have seen a lot of stability when it comes to the city. So that's basically an explanation of the Gold for Reserves program that the Bank of Ghana is doing. It started as the Domestic Gold Purchase Program under the MPP by Governor Addison in 2021. Then Dr. Bawumia along the way said, why not we use gold to buy fuel? Because one of the biggest demands for foreign exchange comes from those who order petrol, diesel, and other things for our use on the local market every month. It's huge sums of money. So we should take the gold. Anybody who is ready to buy the gold, we'll give it to them. Then they later realized that people were not accepting the gold. So they said, we'll give it to someone who will not sell the gold we take the money from the person and go and pay for the oil, give it to the people to go and pay for the oil and fuel and among others. So that is also, gold for oil also came up, also recorded losses. The DGPP was recording losses, gold for oil was recording losses before this government came into power. At the time, the gold board did not exist. The gold was being bought by an institution called PMMC that dates back to as far as Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It finally became PMMC under Chairman Rawlings, the late former President Jerry John Rawlings. It became PMMC under them. So it was that institution that was buying the gold for the Bank of Ghana. When when they came into power, Lawyer Sami GMC became CEO of PMMC. Before that was later converted to Gold Board. Gold Board was established and built. And the Gold Board had exclusive preserve for all gold that is produced by small-scale miners. All gold that is produced by small-scale miners have to end up with a Gold Board. The Bank of Ghana will then give them money. They will give them all that gold. They will go and sell that gold, give it to an off-taker. They will take the money, and then they will use it to show up our city. The IMF says, based on what they've seen on the books of the Bank of Ghana, they've seen that we recorded losses of, is it 22 billion or something?
Yes, 22
billion Ghana cedis in 2025 alone on that matter. They also saw that we recorded some earlier losses in 2024. Okay. And so they were saying, they were attributing some of the things that were accounting for the losses. One of the things I disagree with is IMF. You cannot call fees and charges a loss-making venture because part of the business of the gold for reserves is the gold board's action. Gold board cannot go to the market, use its own money that they don't have to do all the rounds that are required, and because you don't go purchasing gold only with the money that they've given you. You also move. The gold has to be transported somewhere. You need to provide security for it. When you come, assaying and all that costs money. Okay.
They do that thing, right? Yeah.
So you cannot call that. That is an input cost into the business. That cannot be responsible for the losses. Losses are registered when you are selling what you've been given to. So look for where the problem is and stop bringing in fees and charges that are part of the cost. I don't know, but if
and those
it
are
makes
part
sense,
of
it
an
doesn't
agreement,
add up for me.
Right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
okay. I'll do the job you're asking me to do at this cost.
Yes.
I'll take this to do the job.
Yes.
Those are
And the
things.
institution needs to exist and survive. I don't see why it was
Approved by
included as
Parliament.
part
Yes.
of the reasons for the losses.
Was
No,
approved
if
by
there was
Parliament.
a loss, let's understand what the loss is.
Parliament.
There are some accountants who have the opinion that majority of the losses were due to just simple accounting. So no matter how much you sold the gold, when you are recording, you have to record on the exchange rate of the Bank of Ghana. So for Bank of Ghana so the team for another exchange rate, they have to record because they are the one who says you say the dollar is 11.2. Even if the gold was sold by the off-taker at 12, you cannot come and record 12 because it's inconsistent with your position. So they have to record at 11.2. So imagine, even if you sold the gold and recording at 11.2, some ACD is missing somewhere. No be so. 80 pesos or something is missing somewhere. And calculate that by the amount of gold that they are looking at. So all of that, they said, are accounting losses. That's what the opinion of most bankers. So that's why they said foreign exchange. I just disagree completely. And I don't know why people are afraid of looking the IMF in the face as if they made a mistake. They shouldn't have included that as part of the reasons for the loss. It didn't make sense. Fees and charges. You have contracted somebody to do a job for you, won't pay them. You won't pay them. You must pay them. And when you pay them, you input it as part of your cost. So it's the money you gain plus the money. So the question is, at the point of sales, were you not able to sell at a fee that helps you recover all your costs? And the biggest cost is not even the fees and charges. The biggest cost is the money you have given to the person to go and buy the gold and bring to you. Even after the person has brought the gold to you, I'm sure you still incurred some costs while the gold was in your custody. So what are you talking about including that as part of the reasons the person has lost? People do business for free. No, it cannot be part of. It's part of the cost. So I don't understand what is it the IMF was talking about including that. And if it was the Bank of Ghana that told them that, then the bank was wrong. You can include that as part of the reasons you make losses. It's part of the business structure. Okay, so I don't know what that is about. But anyway, so that's the issue. Then Afenyo Makin led his minority to go and say that, Yanya Gold Board. We've been looking for them for so long. And you see, the interesting thing is that they are pocketing. And that's the interesting part. The usage of the words, both by them, the opposition, papers and everything. I was referring to a paper where they were saying Gold Board pockets. No. Yes, Gold Board, you can say that figuratively. But it's resulted in an opinion that suggests that perhaps when they pay the fees and charges, Sami Jefi goes and takes the money and goes to put in his pockets, which is not how institutions work. So the money is not for Sami Jefi. The money is for Gold Board. It's used to run Gold Board's operation. It's used to run the day-to-day of the Gold Board. So they are saying that they are taking money and are not responsible for the losses. The Bank of Ghana is carrying the losses. So Gold Board should be blamed for the losses. Sami Jefi says no. It is the other things that Sami Jefi has added about people who are extortionists and those things that Afenyo Makin says he will sue for. So this is what I saw. I didn't see to be very frank, the new interview, because he's done so many interviews. When Paul Admotri asked him, he said some long things be about something, brotherhood and everything. So this is what I thought was the final position on this matter. And he tags his deputy whip, Sherry Ahmed Shaib. Jerry Ahmed says, over the past week, all manner of insults and personal attacks have been directed at me, apparently in an attempt to impugn my character and divert attention from the substantive questions I've raised. False and defamatory allegations have also been made about motives for questioning the losses incurred under the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program and role of Gold Board in those transactions.
Can you pause a bit or you finish it?
No, I'm saying that he says false and defamatory allegations have also been made about my motives for questioning the losses incurred under the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program and the role of Gold Board in those transactions.
Have you seen that his position has shifted there?
A bit. These allegations are entirely false, and I reject them without qualification. Remember, there are those who have decided that they will mention Kevin Taylor in this matter. In fact, one of the days I went to watch one of his shows, where he even says categorically and provides some information. So includes those allegations that were made by
Kevin.
That these allegations are entirely false and I reject them without qualification. On that show, he said that he should come and reject it. He will show him something. So you have to show him something. He says, as minority leader in Parliament, my responsibility is to help Parliament discharge its constitutional oversight function. My actions have been guided solely by that responsibility. I've neither acted from any improper motive nor conducted myself inappropriately in the performance of my duties. I recognize that in public life, those who are uncomfortable with legitimate scrutiny may push back. In some cases, they may resort to false allegations, personal attacks, and ridicule in an effort to shift attention from the substantive issues and make the person asking the questions the subject of controversy. I remain focused. I will continue working with the Minority Caucus to initiate the necessary parliamentary processes for a full inquiry into reported 22 billion loss arising from the trading done by Gold Board and reflected in the books of Bank of Ghana. So from that position, he's back to
Gold Board.
He said, I remain focused. I will continue with the Minority Caucus to initiate the necessary parliamentary processes for a full inquiry into the reported 22 billion loss arising from the trading done by the gold board and reflected in the books of the Bank of Ghana.
What kind of tautology is that?
So gold board did the trading. But somehow you traded and somebody else is recording the losses. After you be champion, man. And they feel you off. In fact, this is your statement here. He said,
Wait, so go what did the trading?
And the losses reflected.
Is not on Goldboard's books, but the losses are on Bank of Ghana.
In the books of the Bank.
Even the word trading shouldn't appear there. Gold didn't trade gold for Bank of Ghana.
So, says the International Monetary Fund has reported a loss of approximately $1.7 billion under this program in 2025.
Yeah.
Whichever institution's balance sheet carries that figure, it represents public money.
Yes.
Ghanaians are therefore entitled to know who the off-takers were, what discounts were applied to their purchases, on whose authority those discounts were approved, and what fees were earned from the transactions.
But Bank of Ghana governor has been talking about this thing. He has said it. Or he hasn't. Or it's only me that I heard the thing.
Let me read again. The International Monetary Fund has reported a loss of approximately $1.7 billion under this program in 2025. In fact,
Yes.
they are when you say reported, they are only picking from the accounts of the Bank of Ghana. Because ultimately, it is the Bank of Ghana who is the principal. So everything that is done here is done in the name. You see, that's the confuse. Don't be
And
confused.
how did they get those information?
From the Bank of Ghana.
From the Bank of Ghana.
So it's the Bank of Ghana that gave them the information. So the losses they are reporting is not their own.
my investigation.
It is not Raymond Acha digging. It's not Raymond Acha digging.
Yeah,
oh.
they have done
This
some
one,
investigation.
when they come
It's
into
sitting there.
when they come into the country and they are doing, they call it something. When they come in there, you have to give them all your accounts on many things. You have to be as transparent as possible
records and
so that when they are reporting, they'll report accordingly.
Yeah.
So they have reported the losses that they've seen on the book of the Bank of Ghana. Okay. Whichever institution's balance sheet carries the figure, you know which institution's balance sheet carries the figure. It is the Bank of Ghana because it couldn't have been on the books of the gold board. It represents public money. Ghanaians are therefore entitled to know who the off-takers were, what discounts were applied to their purchases, on whose authority those discounts were approved, and what fees were earned from the transactions. Okay? They are equally entitled to a full disaggregation of the 1.7 billion loss. How much arose from foreign exchange differentials, which is on the balance sheet of the Bank of Ghana. In fact, we discussed this. We are not finance people, but we're going to say Bank of Ghana audited accounts. And we were explaining to us what is where. He was done how much resulted from the prices at which gold bought and sold the gold. And what gold board bought and sold the gold. Okay, gold board bought the gold, but did not sell the gold. Okay, so I don't think they go to the bank to sell the gold to them. And what considerations inform the management decisions behind those transactions? These questions belong in a public record. The minority will continue to place them there in writing and with our sources published, so that every Ghanaian can examine the evidence and arrive at an informed judgment rather than merely take my word or anyone else's. On the defamatory statements, and this is the most important part,
I leave it to God.
made against me personally, I intend to pursue the appropriate legal remedies. Meanwhile, my attention and that of the caucus I lead remains firmly focused on the program, the decisions taken, and the public funds involved. Okay. So, on the defamatory statement made against me personally, I intend to pursue the appropriate legal actions. You people are saying that they have said something.
Yeah,
else.
say something. I can play it for you if you like.
Okay. So, we need that to be played for. Okay. Eric says it is here.
So that is
Okay.
the statement
Eric
that
says it will be
Yes.
here. Okay.
I was interested in.
Okay.
Yes, that's
so.
the
This
statement.
is the original statement of
I'm not sure.
Sami Jemfi, right? Okay. So this is what he said. And like I said, everybody is pretending that they haven't heard Kevin Taylor. I heard it too. I watched it. I watched it. Anyway, so everybody's pretending that they haven't heard the further details that were put out by Kevin Taylor. Everybody, most people in Ghana around this country watched what he said. So don't ignore him. Talk about what he's saying too. But this is the original statement.
Was he really serious about it? Did he sound like he was being a little jovial?
But what did I do? Me too. I just compared him to Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare. Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare, and me, Anta. All of whom are his colleagues in parliament, MPP people, who have criticized us. And I said, when you listen to those criticisms, you see maybe lack of information, but they don't make it personal. But when you listen to him, you hear malice for Sammy Gyamfi. Other than that, who can read these IMF reports and even suggest that Sammy Gyamfi will have to meet onerous bail conditions to the tune of 22 billion? Because this issue is not about Sammy Gyamfi. So you see the smear campaign there. You get my point? Then he says, Obi Antongo de Moka. In this world, the most cheapest thing to trade is water. You went and supervised 4 consecutive years of losses at Ghana Water Limited when you were board chairman from 2017 to 2024. A cumulative loss of 3.3 billion. You were sent to ECG as board chair. You supervised another loss of 8.2 billion cedis in 2024. What on Suaboka? What on Kenya Boka? Who you are not asked to meet any onerous bail conditions. Sammy Gyamfi that has not incurred any loss. It is me who will meet onerous bail conditions.
So that's the point.
So
if the audit exonerates you from the claims he makes, but why should you reply in such measure?
No, but that is why I'm saying that just like he can criticize me, he's also not beyond reproach. You get my point? So Sammy Gyamfi should be criticized. Afenyo Markin should not be criticized. This is not an insult. I am showing you that this is your record. Cumulative loss of 3.3 billion at Ghana Water, 8.2 billion ECG. You are not facing any criminal action and onerous bail terms. Why should you project that on me when I have not made a loss? You see, my brother, there are many underlying issues between I and Afenyo Markin that you don't know and those watching don't know. I have appeared on Newsfile many times. Perhaps in this country, I have held more press conferences on political issues than anybody. Have you ever heard me use the word extortion against any of my critics? Have you ever heard me? Why will I use this word now? And why have you not heard Afenyo say anything about that? Or challenge me? Or threaten to sue? So the MPP people talking, there are things you don't know. I will not just, I'm a consummate Democrat. I eat and drink debates.
You call the minority leader an extortionist.
I'm not worried if you criticize me.
To...
Yes. And that is why he cannot comment on that or even challenge me. He cannot. Because he knows that what I said is true. So there are many things that you may not have the benefit of. But let me talk about my good brother.
Phil King is a self-made man.
No problem.
He's got the chain of businesses.
Maybe tell him that.
Why does he need to come and extort money from Gold Ball?
Tell him that you want to be his lawyer so that he sues Sammy Gyamfi to substantiate that claim. Tell him. Or tell him that you give him an interview here and Sammy Gyamfi will come and that you should dare Sammy Gyamfi. That is not an insult. I'm speaking about what has happened and he knows. Now, finally, my good brother, Honorable Nilante Vanda.
Hey. Okay. Maybe later. That's Sammy Gyamfi. He says that he stands by his words. He's never used the word extortionist against anybody before. He has used it. He knows why. If Afenyo likes, he should call the same people and say, I want to appear. Sammy will also come. And then he should deny it in front of him. He plus him. He even says that, go and sue me. Exactly. When you sue me, I'll come and provide the evidence. See, if you go to media school, they will tell you that the only defense to defamation is truth. Exactly. So once you can prove that what I said were the truth and nothing but the truth, it defeats the charge of defamation. Any case you push, defamation does not apply anymore as long as you can prove that what you said were truthful.
Wait, let me get this. You said the statement, the one you read was when?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Then this one too is Saturday.
And we are Sunday.
No.
We
It
are
was a Sunday.
It's not news file.
No, so Sammy's one is Saturday morning.
So
And the
Sunday,
statement is Saturday evening.
okay.
In fact, I think it was even in the night.
After Sami Jemfi had appeared.
Yes. That's where the statement came.
The
Which
statement.
statement?
The
one
one
Senate
Senate,
raised.
yes.
Yeah.
Then last night he appeared
Again.
Again.
So he
And then
appeared before the
says-
same
Yeah, the Amanya-
media,
or
the
Amanya.
same media, what they
Platform.
call it, platform that Sami Jemfi was on, but different hosts.
Okay,
So,
so the statement you wrote was
read.
Eh,
I didn't write.
you read was Friday,
Yes.
Saturday evening.
No,
Saturday
Saturday
evening. Then this Sami's voice you played
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
So he was essentially responding to.
to this
Yes.
this
The
statement. from
statement
him.
was responding to Sammy's.
Yes.
earlier
Yes.
Saturday mornings.
You people shouldn't confuse me.
Okay, no,
because
no. Let me draw the chart. So Sami Jemfi appeared on Newsfile
in the morning.
on Saturday morning.
Okay.
In the evening, Afenema King issues a statement seeking to clarify his position, and then said that those allegations were false.
And
He
then
didn't
he
ref-
will sue.
Yes.
you.
Yes. He didn't refer specifically to whether what Sami Jemfi said or what other people have said. He just said that there are some allegations being made against him. They are false and defamatory. Okay. So the Joy people said, Master, you've written something. Come. We want to ask you something and see. So they asked him about the same, and this is what he had to say.
Going to courts on the other issue regarding.
I have made certain.
I've seen your statement.
I'm saying I've made certain statements. I would rely on them without more. Don't rush. You see, in the Bible, Jesus was accused, wild allegations. He kept quiet and watched them. He could have done anything, but you see, when you are dealing with situations, the people of Ghana expect a certain level of maturity from me. The people of Ghana see that this is an accomplished businessman. He's been in the space for some time. He's leading a group. The tradition of the party MPP that I lead expect a certain level of conduct. So if I would be carried away with emotions, I will fail. It's not an emotional game. It's not a game that somebody attacks you, giddy, you should also react. No, you won't get it. There's always a bait in politics. But
You
if
see this as a bait?
I'm saying that there is always
No, I'm
a
asking you
bait.
specific questions.
I'm
regarding
saying, I'm saying that there's always a bait in politics. And don't underestimate. Opponents also have a strategy. I was a majority leader. I know how government operates. I know how government can divert attention. So I've been there. Because the government must hold itself together. So it can be throw this in. Today, social media, let's divert attention. Let's stay in the man. But look, Carlos.
Is that what is happening?
Carlos, in opposition, like I said, was Atufose not in court? Was it not worse than my situation? You get what I mean? So, as for this game, I want to assure the party that the mandate they gave me, God willing, that mandate will be discharged. We would work hard. The people of Ghana expect us to do nothing less. They expect us as minority to be forthright, to work hard, to hold the feet of government to the fire. We will do that. All other things that will come, we'll deal with it. So don't worry. Tomorrow we are resuming. We pray that the motion will be admitted. We argue, set up the ad hoc committee so that within the period of break, at least there will be hearing.
Okay.
So that by October, before we read the 2027 budget is read, I hope by that time the report will be ready. And once it is ready, the good people of Ghana would see. But I pray for a live broadcast of the hearing.
Regarding.
I have.
We'll be going to courts on the other issue regarding.
I have made certain.
I've seen your statement.
I'm saying I've made certain statements. I would rely on them without more. Don't rush. You see, in the Bible, Jesus was accused, wild allegations.
Okay, so I think the beginning is where you can say, he said, I'll rely on the statement without more.
But the statement says I would take action.
And so it means that he says he's standing by the position that he would go to court.
Then you
but he still
went
said
ahead
something.
to say that Jesus was accused, but he didn't say anything.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe Jesus was planning legal action. So he's
Jesus
quiet.
Jesus never
Charlie.
He was trying to
initiated
go to
legal
court.
action against anybody.
Because
The way I had him in the statement.
no, he didn't. Yes. Because,
you know
because
that-
me, I like showdown.
because right now you are mentioning forcing and people diversion.
nobody said-
Because I was just writing down some of the things he said. Key words he used: bait, strategy, divert attention, let's stain the man. So he's saying that it could be part of the strategy of the government to say, let's stain the man to divert attention. He said it's a bait. So
Wait for.
I don't know. Then there's the Jesus part, Jesus of Nazareth part, which he brought in. So it's quite confusing. But he says, so I think that the only thing we can say for a fact that he said about the
No, Mr.
statement
Watson,
is,
play
I
why
will
they asked
rely
you, will you be going to court on
Okay.
the... On
We'll be
the-
going to court on the other issue. We'll be going to court on the other issue regarding.
I have made certain.
I've seen your statement.
I'm saying I've made certain statements. I would rely on them without more. Don't rush. You see, in the Bible, Jesus was accused, wild allegations. He kept quiet and watched them. He could have done anything, but you see, when you are dealing with situations, the people of Ghana expect a certain level of maturity from me. The people of Ghana.
okay.
Leader, you are not Jesus.
Okay.
Your father is not called Joseph. Your
Let's
mother is not Mary.
let's stay on record that the only time he's issued anything close to a threat to sue is
It's
in that statement.
statement. Yes.
But he said, I have made statement and I rely on them without more. Now, if you go back to some of the statements he made, you can go back to the interview with Paul Adomotri where he's talking about the brotherhood and the code and those matters. Those are not threats to sue. The threat to sue is in only one
And that was
post on
what you
Facebook.
wrote.
He's never
Correct.
repeated it in any of the interviews. Okay. So let's say what Sami Jefi has said is that take me to court and I'll respond. I'll provide evidence to back what I'm saying. So I think leader, help all of us. Go court. Why? You didn't like go court too. You didn't like go court too. So
See.
go court.
He has never forgiven anybody who ever defamed him. He will always pursue a legal action against you. In 2019,
On record?
Yes, Apenyo Makin versus Al Hassan Salifu Bawa, a story published by Modern Ghana and others, 2019. On 12 September 2019, report confirmed that Apenyo Makin had filed a defamation action against 5 defendants. Al Hassan Salifu Bawa, a lecturer at University of Winneba, modernghana.com. Yes. Jogobu Limited, identified as the operator of Modern Ghana. Bright Owusu Adamson, Managing Director, CEO of Jobogu Limited, and Emmanuel Ajafo Abugri, the editor of Modern Ghana. He dragged them to court. Modern Ghana had to come out and offer official apology
To him.
Then in 2020,
Oh, there are more.
yes, Apenyo Makin versus James Kofi Annan. He filed yes. So he is somebody who does not tolerate defamation. If you defame him, he will take
Will
a legal.
sue you.
In all these 2 cases, he demanded huge sums of money. But I don't know whether how the cases ended. So for him, and this is the biggest defamation statement ever made against him.
As a leader of
As
the
a leader,
minority.
then why he was not.
The kind of allegations that have been made are capable of splitting your front.
And this statement of defamation came with a challenge to go to court. And then you are giving a biblical answer to a legal challenge. Who does that?
So anyway, I think also on record, this is what, like I said, we've read to you the statement he wrote. We've read the challenge from Sami Jefi, and his subsequent response is what we just played to you. The people in the studio, SM, are you clear on, or you represent him in court?
Why?
Oh, this is not your domain. That is.
But the
I say me bra abronya or no church mu dia kire Sami Jemfi. Say Sami we dia when you wrong na a good board na Bank of Ghana na to adia boka enye good board. Oh church mu dia kire afenyo market sorry.
Oh really?
Oh yes.
Abronya has a different stance.
Yeah.
No, to be very frank, to reduce this to Afenyo Markings alone, that's quite would not be a fair, because let's just assume that the people, all the people behind him, they are not there. Kojo Oponkroma was standing there.
Yeah.
Kojo is an accountant, trained accountant, before he came to do the media job. And then someone ended up in politics. Kojo is not only an accountant, a trained accountant. Kojo is also a lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were not talking about people, and he's a former minister for information. If there's anybody who understands the value of communication, what you say, and how those words will be interpreted, Kojo Oponkroma was standing there. I saw Jerry there, people don't take him for anything, so I won't mention Jerry's name. Patricia J. It was there, right?
Another one.
The deputy. So we can go through the names of the people who are standing there. Vincent Dese Ekwesifwa, Nancy's good friend, former friend, was standing there. You see, there are people standing there. So it was only about him. It was about a position that the minority has not said. Nobody in the minority has said that I disagree with this position of the group. So it's the minority position that he communicated. But the assertions that were made by Sami Jemfi were directed at him. His person. Okay, Sami Jemfi responded to the contents, but said that Afenyo Marking is leading the group on this road because of A, B, C, D, and he should sue me. I will show him something. Afenyo Marking says, I will sue. When he was asked about suing, he said he relies on the statements he made, which are plenty. Because since now he's been going from one radio station to another. I'm sure if Eric calls him today, say, come to Senate tomorrow, he will consider it. He has been moving from one place to another to grant interviews. So there were many positions that he stated. He said he relies on all of them. The one about the brother code and Jesus Christ, he relies on all of them. There's one that where he said he will sue, so we are waiting. But in the meantime, he said he's focused. We have our own issues with the statement that they've put across, but that's what he said. So on record, the issue is now the matter of extortion. Solomon Owusu, like I said, I mentioned the two of them at the start of this. Solomon Owusu is the director of communications of the United Party.